Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to the first episode of Let's Play Stellar Tactics. So those of you who have been following me for a while now may remember that some time ago I made a short series about Stellar Tactics. Back then the game was in like very early alpha, so it was more like an introduction of the game. But since then, there has been a lot added to the game to a point where I think most of the like major mechanics are in the game at this point. We are still in early access. There is still some work left, but I think at this point we could try to make like a proper let's play series, explore the game a little bit more. So this series will basically begin where the previous series ended. I'll be using I'll be using different characters, but we'll be starting basically at the same point where we entered like the sandbox part of the game, where we ended all the initial like tutorial and story missions, and the whole universe opened in front of us. If you haven't watched the previous series, I'll leave a link in the description where you can find all of those episodes that I recorded back then. If you don't want to watch them, I'll very briefly go through what I skipped this time. Basically the whole part where the game explains like where we are and who we are, how did we get there. Basically, there was a plague on Earth. The humanity have to leave Earth because of that. On ships in stasis, and after some time in more stasis or hibernation, whatever, we woke up. Because of events that are explored in the first tutorial mission, we were forced to leave that ship, and eventually managed to get our hands on a small light fighter. And at that point, the game basically like opens up the sandbox part where it's not scripted anymore. We have the open universe in front of us and we can do whatever we want. So we can, I think, jump into the game, and when we get there I will talk a little bit more, but I think I'm actually gonna skip the loading screen because it takes a while to load, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, so here we are in the game finally. Before we start playing, I want to briefly talk about what the plan for the series is, and also a little bit about what I already did before I started recording, because I already made some preparations so we are not delayed by like grinding, making money for gear and things like that. So what are the plans? Well, one of the mechanics of the game is that the farther we get from our starting location, this Archimedes system that is like in the center of the known universe, the farther we get, the like less known and more dangerous the universe should become. In this game, the universe is finite. It's huge. It has 10,000 sectors, which is like 200,000 planets. But it is finite. So I would like to try and reach the edge of the universe and just explore how dangerous it is, and also how long it's going to take to get there. So that's the plan. What I already did before I started recording, well, as I said, basically I wanted to make sure that we have the money for some of the basic gear. I even made enough money to buy a second ship because I wanted to do some mining, and with the starting light fighter, that's definitely not an ideal ship for mining. So I bought a medium merchant with significantly larger cargo capacity, did some mining. There has been a crafting system added to the game recently. It's very complex and you need a lot of materials for that. That's something I'd like to focus on, but it's gonna take us still some time to like get the materials, get the skills and everything, get the blueprints for crafting. So eventually we'll get that, but I already wanted to have a head start, so I did some mining, did some refining, so we have some ingots for crafting. Yeah, overall I just wanted to make some money so that we can buy basically whatever we need, and we don't have to worry about things like ammo, we don't have to worry about things like grenades, that we can afford all of that. But I didn't really explore the universe that much. I visited some of the sectors around the Archimedes system where we started, because I needed to do some more trading. I needed to hire some characters, and I needed access to more planets for planetary mining for our drones. But I didn't really do any ground combat. I did like 1 or 2 missions, and that's what is gonna be like the main focus. We're gonna be exploring planets, and every time we find the locations there, we'll just attack. I won't be doing any like faction contracts, anything like that. We'll just go completely rogue on our own, ignore all the factions and everything. I'll also ignore trading mostly. There is a lot in the game, but as I said, I just want to focus on this one part. We'll just go where no one has gone before, explore, and just see if we can find something interesting. Okay, so we are starting next to the Achmedius main trading port. Let's get out of its gravity well beyond this line, and now we can go basically wherever we want. I'm thinking if I want to go to a jump point or not. I think I do. This should be the nearest one. So let's start the micro warp. Go around the planet. Yeah, we don't want to accept any missions. I will do some like ship versus ship combat at some point, but not here today. I would like to start the first ground mission. As I said, that is going to be the main focus. But before that, I want to get a different ship. So one of the things that you can do when you visit a sector, you can leave a beacon next to one of these jump points, and then you can just use these beacons to jump in between the sectors where you have beacons. It speeds things up a lot. When you want to just explore, go into new systems, you have to enter or engage FTL drive and then have to travel in between stars. We'll do that as well, since he want to explore, but for now I want to speed things up. Now, these are the sectors that I've explored so far, and I hope that I remember where I left my other ship. I think it's here. So we can translocate there. And yeah, I think I'll have to do some editing eventually, because there's one problem I still have with the game, that the loading times are quite long. You'll see it here. So I think every time we enter a loading screen, I'll just make a cut and edit it out. It's well, like 30 seconds, I think, every loading screen. There are actually quite a few loading screens. So we probably want to speed things up that way. Come on. There we go. So now we want to go... is it this one? I'm not even sure. Okay, fine. Let's actually make a cut here. I have to find the other ship I want to explore with our fighter, because this is the medium merchant, and instead of weapons, I only have mining turrets. So if we get attacked, we won't be able to defend ourselves. But well, let's make a cut here. I'll find the station where I left the fighter, and then I'll start recording again. Okay, so the fighter was actually in this sector, this station. So now we are using the light fighter instead of the medium merchant. And I think first thing that we want to do is to start exploring. I already have some systems explored with some locations, but I want to start like from the scratch and find the location that we will like visit first. So if we want to go exploring, we have to enter like the hyperspace, or how should I call it? Because we'll be going to systems that you haven't seen yet. We have to travel there first this way before we get the beacon in there. I hope that this loading screen won't take that long. Yeah, this one doesn't take that long. When you're entering this part of the game, it doesn't take that long. Okay, so this is the map of the universe. Every dot here is a star system. Blue are friendly, red are hostile, and then there should be yellow ones here and there, which are neutral. Well, more or less. They're worried, but they won't attack us. That's important. So this is more or less the center of the universe, and we want to go... I will just go in this direction, go, well, let's say, south, and we'll try to get to the edge of the universe, which is very, very, very far. So can I just click on something? Oh, this is probably what I'm looking for. Yep. I won't visit like every system along the way. We can always check how the system looks like. Yeah, I've already visited this one. Parts processing. I think might have visited this one as well. Definitely wasn't here. Okay, so we have 4 planets. We have an outpost. This looks like a system where we could start. I'd rather have a system with more planets, but I want to have some bases. This looks decent, actually. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planets with a trading port. Yep, let's start here. So, let's turn our ship in the direction. And full speed towards Guitarra system. This is another thing that I think they should change or adjust. The traveling time between systems and between planets when you are inside of a system takes some time. And while initially it's not a big issue when you are like traveling a lot, especially inside of a system, it can get a bit annoying. Maybe they should add some type of a system that you can buy, maybe even make it very expensive, but the option to buy it, that would give you some like extra kick to speed things up. Because there already are some like utility systems that work this way. But well, for now it's not in the game, so we'll have to explore it this way. So what we want to do first here is to scan planets to see if there is anything on the surface. It's not guaranteed that we'll find any locations, but well, we did find here. Perfect. Here is a mining operation, distress beacon activated, mutant attack in progress. Perfect. And we also have here a node that we can mine. And that's for our drones. So that's what we're gonna do first before we start any missions. We will send a drone. Can we do it from here? We can. Actually already have some drones active in a different system. As long as there is like a space station where they can unload their cargo that they mine, they are basically automatic. You just have to send them in, they will keep mining until the resources run out, then they become idle, you have to return to the system, pick them up, take them somewhere else. It's this way how to get some extra money early and later some maybe extra crafting materials, but you have to make sure that you have ship that has a large like a storage bay, because it's quite a lot of ore these guys can get. Okay, let's send him there. Then, how far is this planet? Also pretty far. This is the distance to the planet. I think our range for scans and where we can send the drones is around 50,000. Anything? Okay, this time it's actually 3 nodes. Great. 1, 2, 3. 25, that is still in the range, should be. And they have some missions for us, but these are just to destroy some ships. I will do it at some point, but not today. I really want to start the first mission. 39, almost 40, but it's still in range. Actually, this is a great system because every planet so far had at least 1 node. 5. This one is too far, so we have to get a little bit closer. What about the last one? This is also too far. Okay, fine. So we have to move a bit. Sure. I'm pretty sure that this is not the Guitarra 5. It's just hidden behind this planet. Yeah, it's there in the distance. But now we are far enough, or far enough, close enough, so we can scan it. And hey, we have infected colony. Maybe I'll start with that. And again, 3 nodes. Great. 1, 2, 3. And Guitar 6, that's the other way. But let's explore it or scan it as well. This looks like a gas giant, but gas giants can also have nodes. Where you can get like rare gas that you can mine. Yep. 1 node, but I'll take it. Nope, don't want your missions. Fine, so where we want to go is Guitar 5 and check this infected colony. Mutant breeding chamber detected. I think, actually, I'm not sure if mutants means that we're gonna be fighting the phage or proper mutants. Those are different types of enemies. Start the mission, we have to get to the planet. Enter its gravity well, then there will be an icon for us to start the mission. I have a very basic gear. Didn't buy anything fancy because I want to like earn my gear. There is a way in the game where through like reloading you can get some pretty sick items, but I just want to get the gear. I want to either find the gear or craft the gear for our people. And now, talking about our people, before we get down there, let's check our team. I can go to... where is it? Here? There should be... is it? Oh, here. This is the crew manager. So we have 5 people currently. A team that you send for a mission can have 4 people. So this is the current ground team roster. This is the current ship crew roster. There's different things. The ship crew are the people who are operating the main systems of the ship. And the ground crew, of course, those are the people that are going for the ground missions. I think it's identical in this case, but you can have like different people. I don't know exactly why you would do that. Have multiple people that you would train in different things when you can have the same people doing the same. Maybe there are actually some things, like some like mechanics missing for the way how these like skills work. So with some additions to the game, maybe then there will give a reason why you would have different people, let's say, working on the ship and different specialist people for the ground missions. But for now, I don't think there is a reason to have different people. The reason why I want to have more than 4 people is that some of them are specialized, or they can specialize in different weapon types. I started the first team that I hired had 2 shotgun specialists, 1 rifleman, and 1 person with heavy weapon specialization. And instead, I want to have 1 shotgun specialist, frontliner, 2 people with rifles, and then 1 person with big guns or heavy guns, whatever you want to call them. So that's the current team. Let me quickly check that the team has... actually, I have to exit this. No, this is what I want. That we have the necessary gear. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have the weapons that we need. We have some grenades. We have more than enough ammo. So we are ready to go. That means... we can land. The one disadvantage of going into missions like this basically blind when you are not accepting a contract from one of the factions. You don't know how long the mission will be. When you are taking contracts, you always get the information if the mission is short, medium, or long. And I don't like long missions. This one looks like medium. Here we can see how many like areas there are. So 5 is not that bad. When you have long, they can be really long. I think I had some with like 10 plus locations, and that takes forever to go through. Okay, so how does this area look like? I kind of like these caves. They're a bit easier to navigate than some of the others. Okay, which way do we want to go? Where do we want to start? This should be one exit, I think. Yep, that's one exit. So we want to go the other way. Is there anything interesting that we want to check? Here is a cabinet that we want to check. You don't have to like explore everything. There is just an main objective that you want to focus on, but we want as much loot as possible, because the loot can be like dismantled for crafting materials. Here we have to hack the storage. Okay, fine. 5, 3, 6. Okay, that was easy. What did we get? That's not bad. Okay, let's take everything. I have a feeling that this is the newest. No, which one is the newest? This is the newest member of the team. May need some upgrades, or they already switched the gear around. I think I already switched the gear around, so we are fine. Strength, intelligence, that's not the stats that we want. And what about the shield? It's more or less the same thing. Okay. I probably shouldn't be this aggressive, because we are still pretty low level. Just spiders. Okay, spiders should be fine. But I don't want to run into like a large group of... Oh, they have a spider queen with them. Or Arak brood mother, that's how they are called properly. How many is that? 4? Where do we start? Probably should focus on the queen first. I'm not sure that I can take it down. Well, let's see. I have 97% chance to hit the torso. 80% chance to hit the head. Maybe I'll go for 80% chance to hit the head. 80% isn't too bad. Yeah, that was a misclick. Oh, crap. I think I'm actually gonna need the defend. Yeah, this is definitely 77% for the torso with the minigun. Please hit. Good. And we have a level up. Great. Okay, who is next? This is a bit close for a rifle. What if I switched? Actually, it doesn't have a single target. It does have single shot. But I think we want to use burst. We want to get the brood mother down as quickly as possible. Let's go with burst. 35. Okay, by the way, I have there is an option to disable friendly fire, so I can shoot through my characters. I know that it makes the game easier, but right now sometimes there isn't a way how to say if someone is standing in your line of fire or not, and until that is fixed, I don't want to risk that I just kill accidentally my team when I take a shot that looks like it's gonna be fine and it's not. Oh man, you are too far. If we go here, do I have a shot on the queen or not? Well, let's find out. Should have it. There it is. We want to go 2 single shots, I think. Okay, please hit. There. Okay, good. Oh, by the way, if you want to join the team, it's possible to rename characters. So let me know in comments. Can definitely do that. I have a feeling Ocarina will be going down here. Yep. But the way how this works for now is unless the whole team gets wiped out, the character will just recover after the engagement. So it doesn't matter if some people go down. I'm not sure if I like this because the healing is free when the combat ends. So there is basically no cost. You don't have to worry about people going down at all as long as someone stays alive. But as I understand it, the developer is planning to add like a cost that you have to have some food or you have to invest like medkits, things like that. So they will change it, and when someone goes down, you will have to pay for him to like fully recover. Okay, here, let's try to take out the small spider. Almost down. Next. Oh, hey, what the hell? How did he go so fast? Well, let's take him down. Is he dead? Yeah. And now we're gonna focus on this one. For now, I'll just be hitting the torso. We can, I think, just wait. Don't need to defend anymore. As our skills with weapons go up, we'll be targeting probably head every time, maybe sometimes legs to slow them down, because that's a bit more effective. But right now, the chance to hit head is a bit lower than to hit the torso. Wow, that's a lot of damage. And we won't be able to shoot with the heavy weapon this time. What if I switch to a secondary weapon? Oh, actually, secondary weapon is not ranged. That's just hand-to-hand combat. Okay, well, that's all that we can do. Can we take out this one? Well, they actually no. It doesn't matter which one I take out now. If I switch to burst 6178. This one is pretty tough. Yep, that's more people going down. I'm actually not sure how this affects experience that we get from combat. I think you are getting skill ups based on how often you use the weapon. So when someone goes down early during a combat, it means he won't be able to use his skills that often, so he's not technically getting the experience. But still, there's not enough of a penalty for like having people going down. But now we definitely should kill at least one of them. Okay. Now we can probably switch to just a single shot. There. Wait. And let's see with the heavy weapon. Might be able to kill this one. There we go. Okay. So the engagement just ended, which means those who were knocked out just recover, slowly heal up. Loot. What do we have here? That's actually a lot. That's the Brute Mother. So these are weapon modifiers. Eventually, we'll be able to get weapons that have like sockets where we can insert these modifications. These are pretty crappy though. And this is auto rifle. This might be an upgrade actually. I'll have to check that. But first, let's loot everything and make sure that I don't forget to reload. I forget to reload like almost every time. And one more. Arc parts and some ammo. Okay, now I want to check if we can salvage the arc parts at junk. No. These are the crafting materials that we have available that I managed to get already. Never mind. For some reason, I can't like dismantle weapons and like shields, things like that. For example, I'm not sure if I need higher like salvage skill that then I'll be able to salvage more advanced items. For now, I can basically just salvage junk. What was it that I wanted to do? I wanted to check the rifle, compare it to this one. It can be modded. Has better range, a little bit more damage. Requires rifles 5, which is not a problem. Okay, let's... What? What? Requires rifle level 5. Rifle level 3? Oh, is this... That has to be the new guy. Okay, so it's... Here, it's this one. But I don't want to give him this rifle because I want him to use this one uses different type of ammo. The one that we found uses rifle ammo, and the one that he has uses energy cell because it's basically like a laser rifle. And I don't want to have two rifles that use the same type of ammo. Okay, so we'll just wait for Dietrich here to get the rifles to level 5, then we give it to him. That works. Good. And, well, the level up. So with heavy weapons, well, it's still ranged, so we want to get perception. This perception affects basically chance to hit for heavy weapons, some endurance for extra hit points, and maybe some dexterity, just a little bit. You can actually read the description what the stat affects. Don't want strength, that's for melee weapons. Agility is also for melee weapons. I will at some point get a specialized trader with high charisma and intelligence. I don't think that the psychic energies and things like that are in the game yet, or I'm not aware of that. So I'm basically ignoring intelligence. Just get more perception. It's by far the best stat for everyone using ranged weapons. Okay, anything here? Nope. I'll just keep going. Is there anything we could loot maybe in the corner here? Nope. Let's go back. Probably should make sure that our tank with the shotgun is in front. Nothing here. So far it's pretty empty. Oh, there is something. It looks like a mutant. Okay, it's just normal mutants or anything higher level or higher tier, I should say. No. Oh, actually, there is one mutant, also mutant. Or isn't? This one seems to have a different icon, but it looks like all of these are just basic. Okay, go. 1, 2, and wait. Good, our skill is going up. Then I should be able to finish him off with the minigun. Move maybe a little bit closer. That was a mistake. I should have saved that 1 action point for next turn, because now I won't be able to reload and shoot. Reloading is 2 action points. Shooting is 7. And unless you save up points from previous turns, you are always starting with 8. That was a mistake. Switch to single shot. Good. I should probably only use single shots as much as possible, because we can then shoot 3 times per turn. We save up points, and that means we'll be getting skill ups much faster. Because I think you get... It just counts how many times you shoot, not what the type of attack you use. So you get the same amount of... or same increase when you use a single shot or when you use burst, but burst needs more action points. So you can't use it that often. Only grazed. Come on, we didn't get a kill. Well, it's unfortunate. But they shouldn't have the damage to take anyone down. Spiders were actually more dangerous because they have higher initiative. They can attack more often. And we don't have a decent armor yet, so they were able to get through. Okay. 1, 2, 3. We could shoot 3 times because we saved 2 points from the previous turn. Wait. Again? How is he attacking again? Okay, let's try to finish off this, or not. I'll reload. Now, when he is in the melee range, we can just switch weapons and hit him a few times. Oh, hey, he can counterattack? I didn't know. Mitten sees an opportunity and attacks. Let's try again if he can attack any time that he is attacked, or if it's just one-time thing. Okay, so they can counterattack in melee once. That's another reason why I don't want to use melee weapons, it seems. Okay, let's finish him off. 1, 2. And finish off this one as well. Good. Don't need this type of ammo. Again, let's make sure we reload. Medkits, yeah, we can take them, but we need medium and large medkits. The basic ones don't heal nearly enough. Oh, this is junk that we can dismantle. So let's see. Inventory, that's what we are looking for. Salvage, add all junk, and actually, I want someone else to do it. Let me see. I don't remember who is the salvaging specialist, or who is supposed to be the salvaging specialist. Oh, that's the guy that the second shotgunner that I'm not taking with us. Okay, I'll just show you how the salvaging works, but I'll leave everything else and use the person who is supposed to be leveling salvaging when we return to the ship, of course. So, salvage and add all junk. Here it is. So this is what we get from it, and there are 2 options. Oh, hey, we can get a schematic here. So I will use this option because I think there's only one-time thing. When I move the cursor away and then back, the schematic won't be there anymore. And I really want to get the schematics. The other option, there is a higher chance of failure, but 10% extra learning, so you are leveling the salvaging skill faster that way, but I definitely want the schematic. So let's use this option now. Complete. Did we get it? Uh, we didn't get the schematic? That's odd. Maybe just didn't get the pop-up that we got the schematic. And here you can see our drones selling their cargo. So we are getting money while we are doing these ground missions. But I'm a bit confused that we didn't get the schematic. And I don't think I can check the schematics that we currently own. No. Odd. But it's at 100%, so why the hell we didn't get it? Well, it's still early access, and therefore there can be some bugs, and also I don't have that much experience with the game, so maybe I'm just not doing something correctly. Wait, 8, 6, 4. There we go. Nothing. We want the ammo actually. And let's do one more fight before we make a cut. Anything else? Nope. Okay, how does it look like? I used to remember the layouts of all these zones, but I didn't play for a while. How did we get there? Here. Now we are here. Okay. So we want to go this way. That's a dead end. And there should be a group of enemies. There usually is. Nope, not this time. Come on, where are all the mutants? It's pretty empty. That's just like the first zone. The closer we get to that breeding chamber or how it's called, the tougher the opposition should be. So this is one exit. You can see that the zone has 2 exits. And there they are. Now we can see the mutants. Okay, good. Let's take them out. It's actually more than 2. This should still be the basics. Remember, we are still basically in the center of the known universe. So these fights shouldn't be that difficult. I guess I'll move a little bit closer. The range on the shotgun is pretty short. It's actually not much better on the minigun. Maybe I'll switch from minigun to another heavy gun, because some of the heavy guns have insane range. Might be better. I think I'll use a grenade here just to stun them. I'm not sure I can hit all 3. Which one is the one that took damage? This one. Let's just try to just like brute force our way through this fight. Now when we have pretty high chance to hit, let's go for the head even. Yeah, he gets stunned. That's one of the advantages when you hit the head with the shotgun. There is a chance that you stun them. So for 2 turns he won't be able to do anything. Let's see. This one is has defense active, so the first attack does less damage, but I'll try it anyway. So now the defense is gone. Let's see if we can stun him as well. No, just grazed him. Never mind. This one we'll try to take out. So I'll start with the minigun. 69, that's decent. We can reload for next turn. Wait. This is the stun one that can't do anything. Really? 4 attacks? Damn it. Okay, let's try to finish off this one. Okay, good. It was enough. Wait. Oh, but yeah, the line of fire can be blocked by enemies. So I can't hit this one as long as this one is standing here. What about this guy? Might be able to hit him. Yeah, that works. But he's not going down quite fast enough. Let's see if we can stun another one. 25. Maybe we can even kill him. Hey, crit for 57. That works as well. And now please stun this one. Nope. Oh, the stun ended already. I thought that was one more turn. Yeah, you can see that I'm really not that experienced with the game. So this one, because he's very, very low, he decided to run away, and that will save Akredon's ass in this fight. So let's try to take out this guy. Good. Skills going up. And can we get to the last one? Wait. I'm not sure they'll have an angle there. Yeah, this should work. Just need one hit, I think. Good. And again, first, reload. Is there anything here that would be worth looting? Nope. And just more ammo that we don't need. Okay, which way do we go? We can't go here, we can't go down here. So this is the only way. This is a dead end. There's most likely gonna be more mutants. Then we go here. I'm starting to remember the layout. Then we go back here. That should be where right where we started. Then we go the other way, north, all the way around here. There should be like a loop. And oh, there's still a lot to do. Okay, fine, but we're gonna do that next time. I think this episode is long enough. So next time we'll try to complete the mission. Every time that you complete a mission, when you kill like the final boss or just do the whatever the objective is, we should get a reward, like extra reward, even though it's not a contract. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's where we can get the best items, like legendary items, if we get lucky. But well, yeah, as I said, for today we are done. So I hope that you like this episode, that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.